Hi, good morning, class 9. How are you? So, after history, now I've come to English. So, I'm going to just talk about and explain you about that beehive story about the lost child by Mulk Raj Anand. So, I have done this earlier also when I was in Kesaria school. I had taught this to the children, I had done this with them, and I like the story very much. So, I'll just brief you about the poet first. It's The Lost Child by Mulk Raj Anand. Mulk Raj Anand was an Indian writer in English. He was notable for his depiction of the lives of the suppressed and deprived sections in the traditional Indian society. So he was basically on the Indian type society. Just give me one sec, I'll be back. Yeah. Actually, there's too much of outside noise coming in, so I get very disturbed. So, uh, he's always depicting the suppression, of deprived section, the lower section, the a bit poor section of the Indian society. He always tried to pull it up and write about it. So he was one of the pioneers of the Indian Anglo fiction, of the Indo-Anglian fiction. So writing about things, and people like it. I loved it very much. The Lost Child. Date of he was born in 1905, 12 December. He died on 28th September 2004. So that's just 16 years ago. Mr. Anand was one of the pioneers of Indo-Anglian fiction, as I said. He, together with R.K. Narayan and Raja Rao, they are another great writers, was one of the trio of Indian English novelists. Trio means three of them. So, Mr. Anand's novels and short stories are noted for the perceptive insight into the lives of the oppressed classes. He used to go inside the lives and bring it out totally on his writings. He received a Padma Bhushan also. His famous novels are Untouchable, Coolie, Two Leaves and a Bud, The Village, Across the Black Waters, The Sword and the Sickle, The Big Heart, The Lost Child, which we are going to do just now, The Private Life of an Indian Prince, The Road. Autobiography, Seven Summers, Morning Face, Conversations in Bloomsbury, and Pipli Sahab. I just want to tell you on a basic thing is The Lost Child is a short story written by Mr. Anand, an eminent Indian English writer, as I said. So one of the famous. A small child goes to a fair along with his parents during a spring season. You know what's a spring season. The child is filled with joy and happiness on seeing the fun, that pomp and gaiety around him. There are many stalls selling variety of things such as toys, sweetmeats. Sweetmeats are, mithais, which we say, flowers, balloons. There were snake charmers, merry-go-rounds, and many other attractions. You know what happens in a village fair. And this is a long time ago also he's writing about. So I also like these fairs. I go around. I go to see those magic things happening, and that motorcycle going around inside the well, and this fellow jumping that side, standing on the. I like those small kids walking on the rope and all. I like those things. So wherever I get a chance, I always go. It's a very good thing. Out of this, what do you say, this city and all. In Kolkata, it's a concrete jungle. So from that concrete jungle, when we go out, I get a chance. I go to Rabindranath Tagore's university side, Shantiniketan. I travel there. I drive my car. I go there. Just enjoy life. To get into the normal life. Ground section. To the roots. Attracted by colorful items in the stall, the child stops at every. How we do when we go to Big Bazaar. We want to buy everything, isn't it? So it's like that. A child has got no malice. A child is very pure by heart, and they don't care when they are going out because they know their parents are there. I think whatever is going to happen will be taken care of. But while going to this place, he's going through the fields. He's seeing bumblebees. He's seeing the mustard plants. You see that yellow and green together. It's very nice. He loved nature also as well. So when they reached there, he was going to each and every stall. But as the parents find the child lagging behind, they keep shouting at him and asking to move fast along with them. But he's in that happy-go-lucky type. he has to keep moving lest he is lost in the crowd also. That also the parents, the child never cares, they know that the parents are there, they are going to look for me. The child pesters his parents to buy the toy, sweet means flower, but in vain. The child also knows that his parents would refuse his request and strictly say no to his request. Why? Because they don't have that much of income, they've just come for a going out in the evening, like we do. Like sometimes we also do, we go to the mall and we don't buy anything, we just sit there. Waste of time, we want to time our pass and we will take a selfie and say, oh, come for marketing. Been to the mall. So people think that we have been for a marketing, but actually that does not happen. So we try to recreate or get happy with small things, in life. If we can get happier with small things, I can go to another market, I can just walk on the streets of Muzaffarpur market, in Kalyani, and walk around. My time will also pass instead of sitting in the mall and taking selfies. Well, that differs from person to person, but I like, walking, going around, seeing people and seeing things, what's happening in the actual market. And I love fish markets, so much of shouting goes on, I like it. Poor fish, they're all dead and some are swimming in the water, they look. So it's, it's a very good thing when you go down to the roots, you get to know a lot of things. So this is what Mr. Anand was trying to bring out into his story, So we get totally into it. And the place where I was staying in Kesaria, I was in a principal there in that school. And there was a road, just as per this story, we had to go to the market also through that road, and both sides there was this lychee garden and all, and mango trees, mangroves were there. So I used to go through it, walk, and when I had taught these guys in class 8, I had taught them, and I had sharing my information with them. So I was telling them, I had taken them for a walk in the evening also on that same road. So it is very good, practically we get to know some things. If we just read through, do the question answers, that doesn't make it, when you watch a movie, what do you see? Only you see the hero, or you enjoy the movie also, you enjoy the song also, isn't it? So a merry-go-round, at the merry-go-round, the child stops. He is determined, he requests his parents for a round, but he finds his parents nowhere near. The child is overpowered by the fear. Sometimes what happens, you get scared suddenly, you forget everything. What the hell, what happened? You get scared. Suddenly your blood becomes cold, and that fear starts crying, and we start crying, when we are children, we start crying. So he searches for his parents by running here and there, but he cannot find them anywhere. He only utters the words mother and father, or babuji or mamiji or whatever, and loud and frantic. Frantic means loud, that mad type voice is screaming around. The child reaches a temple and searches for his parents there. He's almost trampled in the rush of the people there. Indian temples, what happen, people, how they hang on onto the temple. No one waits. Everyone thinks that God is there. If I'll go and get God immediately. Then a stranger saves him from the crowd. He tries to pacify the child by taking the child to the stall and offering toys and sweets and flowers and balloons, but the child does not show any interest in them and cries aloud that he wants only his mother and father. Interestingly, all things which had appealed so much to the child are no more attractive to him. And the story abruptly ends here without telling us whether the child got his parents back or not. Thus the story portrays child psychology very effectively. What's the child psychology? You love everything, but you want everything in life, but at the time when you don't see your parents, you forget everything. I care a damn to it, my parents are everything. If I have my parents, I'll have everything. So that's what a child psychology is about. You find that security in your parents, you find that person who loves you, who cares for you, at that part of time when you don't get to see that person in front of you who you are with, suddenly your world goes blank, right? Suppose I go out with my someone, even when I go out with my colleagues or anything, when I'm out in Kolkata, when I'm going to the market or something, any of my friends, I don't have friends, I don't make friends. Friends is a very difficult word. Again, you can't get a good friend. So if I'm going out with anyone, suddenly you don't see that person, I get tensed, what the hell, that guy was there with me, or that colleague was there with me, and that person is not there right now. What happened? I hope there's no problem. So I also get very scared, then I leave all my work or whatever I'm taking my fridge stuff or something which I'm come to buy my groceries or something. I leave that. I start looking around. I message. Generally, I'm not on the phone so much, so I don't care. So, but then that's the time I give a call. And okay, that person says, okay, I'm here. I came. I say, you should at least tell me, right? So this is what happens. Child psychology. In when we are adult, we can try to solve it, but sometimes when we are adults, also we forget that. We feel lonely suddenly at a point of time. We want to forget everything. My parents, where did they go? No, that's the anxiety which comes into a child. A child psychology which happens. So I'll come back in the next video and explain this to you again. Don't vanish. Okay. I hope I was able to explain. Okay, chill. I'll be back in the next video.